All right, boys and girls, so I'm going to go ahead and this is your homework video help for Chapter 2, Lesson 3, Powers and Exponents. We're going to go ahead and work through one problem from each section just to make sure we're really on the same page. So let's go ahead, let's look at number 4. I'm looking at number 4 on page 95. Okay, are you with me? Excellent. So here I have a number that's being repeated. So I know that that number is my number that's being multiplied. So I know from my notes that that's my base, right? Okay. So let's look at the instructions. Write each product using an exponent. Okay, well we know what an exponent is now, right? It's that little number that tells us how many times something is being multiplied. So I know my 3 is my base. I don't even want to try using the pen thing on this anymore, but let's see if it works today. No. I already don't like it, but we'll see. We'll see if it works. So my 3 is my base. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 to the power of, what is that? Should be a 6. It's not a very pretty 6, but there it is. Okay, so that's all you do for numbers 2 through 7. All right, let's look at number 11. So look at the instructions. Write each power as a product of the same factor, then find the value. Okay, so I know the first part of my instructions, I'm basically going to do the opposite of what I just did. Instead of condensing my my base into with my exponent, I'm going to draw it out. I'm going to look at number 11. Wow, so tiny, such tiny writing. All right, so my base is 6. And that looks like to the power of 5. So I know my base is going to be 6. It's right there. And I know I'm going to multiply it how many times? 5 times. Okay, so I'm going to take my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to find the value. This is going to feel really chunky for those big numbers, but let's try and work through one big one. And if you get to a point where you're spending all your time multiplying and not looking for patterns instead, then maybe take a step back and let's check in. But let's go ahead and work on this one just since we're here. Okay, well I know 6 times 6 is 36. So I'm going to check off those 6s. I've already dealt with them. And oh my goodness. So I have my 36. And I'm going to multiply it by the 6. Okay, so 36 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. There's my 6, there's my 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 18, 19, 20, 21. So I have 216. Excellent. So that was 36 times 6. Now I'm going to multiply 216 times 6. Oh man, I can already tell it's going to be really fun, and I wish I had a scrap of paper. So 216 times 6. 6 times 6, again, 36. Lots of 6s here, people. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Whoa. 6 times 2 is 12. Oh my goodness. I already have 1,296. And I still have a whole other 6 to deal with. So 1,296 times 6. I'm going to try to find some space for that. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find some more space. There we go. Let's do this. So I'm going 1,296 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. That's 6 down below. Let's bring the 3 up. 6 times 9 is 54. 54 plus 3 is 50. 7. There's my 7. There's my 5. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 5 is 17. Bring that up. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. I deal with all my 6s? Oh my gosh, they're just everywhere. So I had 6 times 6 is 36. 36 times 6 is 216. 216 times 6 is 1,296. And then I went 1,296 times 6 is 7,776. And I still have one more 6 to go. Oh my gosh, this is a very chunky number. We're just going to work it out. Let's just do it. So I have 7,776 76 times 6. Oh my goodness. Oh, it might not even let us. Let's find some more space. 7,776 times 6. Good thing we're multiplying by 6 and not 16, huh? 6 times 6 is 36. Bring up the 3. 6 times 7 is 42 plus 3 is 45. There's my 4. 6 times 7 is 42 plus 4 is 46. So I bring down my 6 and I have my 4 up here. 6 times 7 is 42 plus another 4 is another 46. Oh, wow. Okay. So my number is 46,656. And I think that is the end of our road. So I barely even have room for the answer. This is why it's really important to have a separate sheet where you actually do your work and write your answers. And this is also just good training for middle school. So my answer is 46,656. Whew, man. All right, let's go ahead, see if I can find the eraser. Oh man, little computer. Let's see if we can find the eraser. Not gonna find the eraser. Okay, that's okay. All right, let's go ahead and look at number, I think I want to look at number 15. So let's read the instructions. Write the prime factorization of each number using exponents. Okay, let's go over to this example and maybe it can help us out. And remember, we're doing number 15, so we're working with 88. Find the prime factorization of each number using exponents. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is break 88 into its factor tree. We need to find its prime factors. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have 88. You guys know how to do this. We've been doing it since the beginning of the school year. So 88, what are the factors that equal 88? What times what equals 88? Well, immediately what comes to my mind is 11 and 8. All right, cool. So now I want to keep going. 8 times what equals 8? Well, I can go 4 and 2. I know I can break 4 more down a little bit more. So 4 breaks down into 2 and 2. Okay, so I'm noticing that I can't really break this down anymore. So what I need to do, I'm going to look back at my instructions, make sure I'm in the right spot. Write the prime factorization of each number using exponents. Okay, so I need to take my prime factors and I need to arrange them in such a way that I represent 88. I'm creating my roadmap, but in the opposite direction. So my roadblocks, where my prime factors are 11, 2, 2, and 2. Okay? If I'm going to represent this using exponents, I need to notice which numbers repeat themselves. So how many 11s do I have? I just have 1, right? So I have my 11, not gonna let me do that. 11 times, and then how many 2's do I have? 3. So which number do you think is the base? The 2, right? Because that's the number being multiplied. And which number, what is gonna be my exponent? That's gonna be the 3. Because that's telling me how many 2's I have. I have 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's my roadmap. Let's check it out. Let's make sure this checks out and actually equals 88 when we work it the other way. So I'm going to go ahead and write 11 times 2 to the power of 3 down here. 11 times 2 to the power of 3. And just real quick pop quiz, when something is to the power of 3, instead of saying to the power of something, we can also say that it's cubed. There you go. Okay, good work. Let's work it out. So 2 to the power of 3. That means I'm multiplying 2 3 times. 2 times, oh my gosh, 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Good. 4 times 2, which is this 2 right here, 4 times 2 equals 8. Nice. So 2 cubed equals 8. Now, I replace this 2 cubed with 8. 11 times 8 equals 88. Did I make our way back to our number? Yeah, I did. Okay, so that's the gist of what you're doing for the rest of these. Break them down into a factor tree, find those prime factors, see how often they repeat themselves, and then create your roadmap and check it. To check it, work your way backwards and make sure you get back at the number that you started with. All right, let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.